Hi everyone, I am your discussant today, and the topic that I'm going to share with you is about soul making, appropriation, and improvisation. Before I proceed to our topic, let's identify what is the meaning of these three words. So first, let's talk about soul making. Soul making is the process of expressing our personal experiences through art. So sa pamamagitan po ng art, na ipapakita natin yung mga bagay na minsan hindi natin masabi sa salita. Tulad na lang kapag masaya, malungkot, or meron tayong struggles. So dahil po doon, mas nagiging meaningful yung isang art. Kasi hindi lang siya gawa, kundi meron siyang reflection na kung sino tayo bilang tao. So, nakaka-connect din ito sa ibang tao dahil yung art may kakayahan siyang magpahayag ng damdamin na naiintindihan ng iba. Kaya yung soul making nagiging powerful siya, like meaningful talaga kasi bawat artwork meron siyang dalang kwento at tunay na bahagi ng sarili natin. So next po is appropriation. Appropriation is the act of borrowing ideas, images, or object from existing works, then placing them in a new context to create a different meaning. So, dito po, hindi lang siya basta simpleng pangungopya. Ang goal dito is to reinterpret or baguhin yung original idea po. So, as an artist, we add our own perspective, message, or style para maging unique siya. So, at the same time po, important pa rin na i-recognize at i-respect yung original source. So, pinapakita po dito na yung art can change depending on how it is used or presented. Example po sa music. Kinuha natin yung original song, pero binago yung beat or yung tunog. So, doon po, gumagamit tayo ng existing material, pero ginawa mong sarili mo at binigyan mo ng bagong kwento. So the last one is improvisation. Improvisation means creating or performing without preparation. Spontaneous siya. So kung ano yung nasa isip or nararamdaman mo at that moment, yun agad yung ine-express mo. Halimbawa, example po nito is yung freestyle dancing or freestyle rap. Wala silang sinusunod na steps, basta sumasabay lang sila doon sa music. Or halimbawa, dito po sa school, kapag may recitation ka na hindi ka nakapag-review, nag-i-improvise ka ng sagot based doon sa alam mo. So, sa art naman po, kapag nagpipaint ka, kung ano lang yung nasa isip mo nang walang drawing or plan. Kumbaga, bahala na si Batman yung style niya. Pero, maganda pa rin naman yung kinalabasan. So, these three words are important because it helps us develop our creativity, skills, and emotional expression. Hindi lang tayo basta gumagawa ng art, but we also explore our identity and perspective. Mas nagiging meaningful yung ginagawa natin because meron siyang connection sa sarili natin. Also, yung art, it helps us to connect with other people. And nauunawaan natin yung different cultures ng bawat isa. So, yung art, it reflects human experiences. Nagiging way siya to share stories, ideas, and perspective. So, through this, mas naiintindihan natin yung ibang tao at yung mundo sa paligid natin. So, dito po, tinuturuan tayo na yung art is not just about creating something, but about expressing who we are, understanding meaning and connection with others. So, through shared po siya, experiences. So now, let's proceed to soul making. So, imagination is very important in art because it helps us connect with our soul. Dito po nabubuo yung meaning at yung content ng artwork natin. Also po, yung imagination, it depends on our experiences. So, iba-iba tayo ng pinagdaanan sa buhay, kaya iba-iba rin yung way natin na pag-create ng art. So, next po yung soul making can be either a natural talent or a learned skill. Pwede naman po siyang both. Hindi po madali yung paggawa ng art. It takes time, effort, practice, practice, and patience para ma-develop yung skills natin. Another important point is that anyone can do soul making. Hindi mo kailangan maging professional artist, kahit sino pwede basta merong interest at willingness mag-express ng sarili. So, soul making can happen anytime and anywhere. Pwede siya habang gumagawa tayo ng daily activities, nagta-travel, or kahit nag-i-imagine po tayo. So, any place can be a space for soul making as long as we are engaged and expressing ourselves. That is already art. So, yung soul making is about imagination, expression, and connection sa sarili natin, sa ibang tao at sa mundo. And now, let's proceed to categories of soul making. First is crafting image. So, basically, ito yung paggawa natin ng art using different forms like painting, drawing, sculpting, or even through poetry, dance, at music. Ang main goal dito is to create an image or representation na based sa own experiences natin, sa nakikita natin at naiisip. So, creating art through painting, drawing, sculpting, poetry, dance, music, meaning po nun, hindi lang siya limitado sa nakikita nating pictures. Pwede siya through words, movements, o sounds. Basta nakakabuo tayo ng representation ng idea na meron tayo. So, based on personal experiences and reflection. So, lahat ng ginagawa natin is galing yan doon sa buhay na meron tayo, sa culture, and sa reality na nakikita natin around us. So, example po dito is itong the Terracotta Army. So, take a look at the picture, guys. Ito yung tinatawag na Terracotta Army. Galing siya sa China. So, ito po is isang example siya ng crafting images na kung saan itong art na ito is thousands of life-size clay sculpture or statues na ginawa para kay Emperor Qin Shi Huang. So, ginawa sila para protektahan yung emperor niya sa afterlife. So, alam nyo ba na kahit libo-libo sila, walang dalawang mukha na pare-pareho. Sobrang detailed talaga sila. Ibig sabihin, yung each statue represents a real soldier noon. So, meron siyang iba't ibang hairstyle, expression, at features. So, dito makikita rin natin na yung sculpture, kung sino yung general at sino yung simpleng sundalo based doon sa armor at damit nila. So, dito ginawa sila gamit yung molds tapos ina-assemble isa-isa then nilalagyan ng details by hand. Originally talaga may kulay sila na bright colors. Nawala lang siya dahil sa tagal ng panahon. So, bakit nga ba ito crafting image? Kasi ginamit nila yung art of sculpting to create an image of their army, their power, at their beliefs. So, dinedepict nila yung reality at yung culture nila noon into something na tangible na makikita at hangaan natin hanggang ngayon. So, next po is crafting stories. Sa crafting stories naman po, ito ay proseso ng pagsusulat o pagkwento kung saan na ipapahayag ang thoughts, emotions, at personal experiences ng isang tao. So, hindi lang po ito simpleng storytelling. Ito po is meron siyang paraan ng paglalagay ng meaning doon sa mga karanasan. Kaya ang isang kwento ay nagiging bahagi ng personal history at pati na rin yung cultural history. So, kapag ito ay naibabahagi at naalala ng iba, isang halimbawa po nito is yung pagdating ni Douglas MacArthur sa Leyte noong World War II na konektado siya sa Battle of Leyte Gulf na ang kanyang pagbabalik ay hindi lang isang military event kundi isang makapangyarihang kwento ng pag-asa at liberasyon ng mga Pilipino, lalo na sa MacArthur Landing Memorial National Park, na hanggang ngayon ay simbolo ng kasaysayan. So halimbawa naman sa students tulad ng mga LNU Art Appreciation Participants noong 2017 na bumisita sa site. So ginamit nila yung experience nila para gumawa ng sariling reflections at stories. So ipinapakita nito na ang crafting stories ay hindi lang imagination, kundi galing din sa tunay na karanasan na nagiging meaningful po yung kwento. So, next po is crafting instruments. So, basically, ito yung paggawa natin ng mga musical instruments na hindi lang basta pampaganda. Kasi through music, na-express natin yung mga emotions na minsan hindi kayang sabihin ng words. So, yung music, it connects us deeply sa feelings natin at sa isa't isa. Making instruments that express deep emotion, na yung tunog mismo ng instrument ay may dalang meaning at feeling po. So, music connects feelings beyond words. Minsan kapag masyadong malalim yung nararamdaman natin, music yung nagiging boses po natin. So, tignan po natin itong picture na ito. Andito po si Noy Narciso. Siya po is local artist and a professor from Davao City. So, ano nga ba yung ginawa niya? So, ito pong taong ito, magaling po siyang gumawa ng mga instrument gamit yung mga object or mga gamit na makikita lang niya. So, yung mga bagay na parang walang kwenta or pangkusina, nagagawa niyang instrumento na nakakagawa ng beautiful sound at imagery. So, napaka-amazing lang talaga nung taong ito kung paano siya gumawa kasi napaka-creativity and resourcefulness. So, hindi siya naghihintay ng mahal na materials. So, ginagamit niya lang yung available sa paligid niya. So, kahit simple lang yung gamit, nagagawa niyang palabasin yung tunog na may emotion at artistry. So, pinapakita niya na kahit anong pwede maging source ng music at expression. So, dito, creating instrument is not just about building something that makes noise. It's about creating something that speaks to the soul. So, next po is crafting techniques. So, dito po is anything can be crafted. Walang limitation, basta meron tayong experience, meron tayong imagination, pwede natin siyang gawing art gamit yung iba't ibang methods at styles. So, dito po, anything can be crafted using different evocative descriptions of experiences and explorations. Ibig sabihin po nun, hindi lang tayo limitado sa isang paraan lang. Pwede natin siyang gamitin yung experiences at yung explore natin yung creativity natin at gamit yung ibang technique. So, kung makikita natin dito sa picture, itong art na ito is tinatawag siyang quailing or paper art. So, gumamit lang sila ng strips ng paper na binaluktot at binuo para maging magandang design. Ibig sabihin po nun, simpleng materials lang pero gamit yung tamang technique, nagiging masterpiece na siya. So, yung crafting techniques is all about being resourceful and creative. Kahit ano pwedeng gawing art, basta alam po natin kung paano gamitin yung skills at imagination na we have po. So next is crafting movement. Ang concept dito is connected siya sa life natin. Sabi nga nila, life is full of movements. May rhythm, may beats. Hindi siya statics, gumagalaw at dumadaloy siya parang kwento. Sabi nga, life is full of movements. It is filled with various beats. Ibig sabihin po nun, everyday life natin, meron siyang rhythm. May mabilis, may mabagal, may saya, may lungkot. Parang music lang. So, life is full of flowing images, accompanied by flowing narratives. Yung mga nangyayari sa buhay natin, parang images na dumadaloy at may kwento, connected lahat. Everything we do in life is a performance. We perform life. So, ibig sabihin po nito, lahat ng ginagawa natin from morning to night, yung pagkilos, pagsasalita, pakikisama, parang performance yon. We are artists of our own life. So, kung titignan po natin dito sa picture, nakikita nyo itong mga dancers. Ginagamit nila yung body movement nila para mag-express at magkwento. Pero hindi lang doon sa stage nangyayari to, kundi sa real life din. Yung paglakad natin, pag-gesture natin, kahit yung actions natin everyday, iyon ay movement na may meaning po. So, yung crafting movement is about turning actions and motion into art and expression.